Bloktopia. Bloktopia is building and building and building. They keep actually doing developer diaries to update the community on where they're at. This is a really interesting one because as of right now, it's not exactly got tons of traction in the crypto gaming space, not compared to, so, your sandboxes or your Decentralands. The crypto gaming feels like it's inevitable that they're going to have another wave. And Bloktopia are trying to do something quite special here. So I want to take a look at what this can hit in the next bull cycle. Before I get to it though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I actually bought when I made my channel. I actually showed everyone me buying these coins because I expected them to just, shoot up in price. And you can see what each of these coins were worth when I recorded my videos, as well as the highs that these coins hit a little less than a year and a half on. It was about 16, 17 months. And what the profit would have been from $100 into each one. And if you had just thrown 100 into each one and then ignored them, not actually paid attention to them, and then come back to your wallet 16 months later and sold them, your profit from 100 into each would have been over 123 grand, which is pretty damn good. Now, I sold all of these. We had the market crash. Since the market crash, I've been picking up cryptos left, right, and center. These are cryptos that I think can do 40 times your money, 50 times your money, 100 times your money. And I share them on the website I run, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that can do that kind of run, I jump onto my site and I talk to the members. What I'll do is I'll tell them what the coin is that I'm looking at and what kinds of profits it can have. Is it a 50xer or is it 100 timeser? And I tell them what percentage of my money I'm putting in. What this means is the members can make the exact same profit as me because they can copy along to my portfolio exactly. It also removes thousands of hours of work for the members. All they have to do is copy along. They don't have to read white papers. They don't have to learn about chart patterns. So they will be able to literally just pick the same coins as me because I do all the work. And like I said, exact same profit as me. So if that sounds good to you, go to copymycrypto.com. There's a link in the description. Just have a look through the site. On the site, you'll see what I've said in the past and what happened, whether that was about Phantom when no one was talking about it, or whether that was about DeFi protocol I told everyone to leave, which inevitably lost $500 million. It's all public record, or even if you just want to see what the members have earned. It's all public records. Verify what you read, and if you like what you see, guys, you should join me there. Now, Bloktopia. So, Bloktopia is hugely down from its sort of highs. I mean, I think its high was it's either 14 cents or 18 cents. 1777. So quite a way down. Now, Bloktopia is a decentralized metaverse. It's backed by and built on Polygon. It's a decentralized virtual reality skyscraper made up of 21 levels. That's kind of as an homage to Bitcoin. And it acts as a central hub for users to have access to crypto info and all the content in one place. The so-called Bloktopias can educate themselves in the basics or more advanced crypto learning. They can earn revenue by owning the real estate, and they can play games, they can build networks, and even more. Advertisers and sponsors can monetize the platform's user base through the NFT mechanism. And by providing a virtual reality experience for the crypto community, users can engage in their sort of 4 pillars, which are learn, earn, play, and create. Now, it's worth noting with Bloktopia, they have burned a ton of the supply, because technically the supply is like 200 trillion, right? So they have burned all of this, so 200 billion. But they've burned a ton of it, not all of it, but they've burned a ton of this. And they've continued building. Now, the Bloktopia founders are, it's headed by CEO and co-founder Ross Tavakoli. He's a crypto OG who has been active in the crypto currency space since 2015. His experience helps Bloktopia with retail investment in the platform. The CMO and co-founder Paddy Carroll has worked for some of the UK's largest brands like BT and Sky. The team is complemented by CTO Simon Benson. He's the project's tech lead with over 25 years of commercial development experience. And you've got CIO Libby Rothwell with over 15 years of experience in the film industry. They have a ton of different investors, from Animoca Brands to AU21 to Magnus Capital, Polygon, and Avalanche. As I said, they keep updating the community as well. So this is their developer diaries. This was listed or shared 4 days ago. So the hot topic is Meta Club. So this is Bloktopia's nightclub. So developer diaries aims to give a transparent view to the community on how the build of Bloktopia is progressing. So they continue to work in an agile manner and will be adapting and optimizing their roadmap continuously. This is sort of the nature of building a metaverse. So the weekly diary update is about Meta Club. That's the brand new nightclub. So this was voted for, voted for live by the Meta Spaces users in the last community test. The newly named Meta Club was a compilation, was a recent completion by the team and the latest addition to the Bloktopia and Meta Spaces environment. They started with a mix of ideas and a variety of design trials, and they ultimately opted for a relatively minimalist design as their starting point, and then as you can see what it has become. This was the Bloktopia nightclub concept. And they've just carried on building. You can also see the audio textures sample scene that the developers have shared, as well as the shader project that the developers have shared. The truly impressive bit is how small the data and textures are. Again, I'm really impressed with the sort of push that they're trying to do. And there's a nightclub teaser trailer that they've released. All of it allows for Bloktopia to grow and sort of push forward. They also have Whale World, which was a sort of recent addition into the Bloktopia sort of ecosystem. I'll talk about that in a bit. Their earn mechanisms are quite interesting. So within earn, you've got the Job, which are the jointly owned Bloktopia enterprise scheme. So this is where you can basically own like land, or you can own an ad block, and it gives you a way of earning the Bloktopia token by just having partial ownership. It's like a shared buyers scheme. You know, we see them in real life with properties all the time. It's kind of that similar concept. Obviously, you can stake as well, earn rewards of up to 60% APY at the end of the lock-in period. Again, really nice way to sort of boost your overall holdings. They actually introduced staking block, so you would get block, I believe block M, which is a token that's literally only used within the game, and that what you can do with that token is then buy land. Land, as we know, if a crypto project ends up being very successful, particularly a metaverse one, the lands can sometimes be insanely valuable. Then you've got obviously Meta Spaces. So Meta Spaces is the sort of space within the Bloktopia skyscraper that's designed for live and immersive events, whether that's sort of TED Talk-esque sessions or AMAs or music. So they're really trying to make this metaverse into a very, very real thing. Now, while I'm not at all a fan of a metaverse as a concept, you got to respect what they're trying to do here. This is very interesting. Now, Bloktopia, for me, is a very interesting premise. I actually think there is a shot for a coin like Bloktopia to run up to like 10 cents. That would be an incredible achievement, because that would be not that far from like 100x. But the big thing for them is that they have to onboard a lot more users. They've got to onboard companies that want to have space within the skyscraper, and also crypto gaming has to have a wave. But if all those things happen, this gets very, very interesting, because fundamentally it gives people the chance to enter into the sort of world of Bloktopia. It gives people an opportunity to start in the metaverse, and I think this is As far as premises go, I think this is one of the more interesting crypto premises. This is Reblock, by the way, so this is your like land, so the real estate within Bloktopia. So again, you can just sort of purchase land. Agree. Just let me get right. Agree. So we can see what the land situation is like within Bloktopia. You've got Binance owning a ton of it, Solana, Engine, Elrond, or formerly Elrond, I suppose Multiverse X now, Cointelegraph, CoinMarket, Animoca, Jake Paul randomly, Antifund, Algorand, Avalanche, Chainlink, Chiliz, Polygon. You know, there's a lot of big owners within this space. BitBoy. And then you can sort of go through each piece or each level within the skyscraper. Absolutely fascinating. Really unique, different idea to anything we've seen. I like it as a premise. Their biggest job is honestly onboarding a ton of users. If they do not onboard users, they won't have the sort of 10-cent run that I think in theory it could do. It's a massive ask to do that kind of profit. But if crypto gaming has a run, if they onboard big names, if they have people like Jake Paul, as an example, pushing and promoting Bloktopia, they get that celebrity bandwagon pushing it as a concept. So this could absolutely rock it up. But it is a high-risk play. The key thing as well is development. You know, we want to see that the game is moving forward, that there are the developments within the game are exciting and people want to play it. If we keep seeing that as well, of course this can run. 10 cents would be about the max I think it can hit. But it's all going to be very dependent on a lot of variables. Like, I think the biggest thing for them would be a huge push from a sort of celeb endorsement. If you get a celeb endorsement, this could run wild, but it's a big ask. So intriguing premise, very high risk. So bear that in mind. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this, in theory, could this hit $1? Obviously, with a ton of the supply, I think 40%, it's either 40 or 60% of the supply is banned, right? Do you think this, in theory, could hit $1? Let me know. I'd be interested to see if anyone thinks that. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. And look, if you just want your crypto investing to be easier, and in fact, if you want it to be no work whatsoever, that is what copymycrypto.com is. It's where I share with the members every single thing I'm doing. So anytime I find a coin that I think can go up 40 times, 50 times, or even 100 times, I buy it. And what I will do is I will jump onto my site and I will tell my members about the coin. I will tell them what profits it can have. I will also tell them what percentage of my money I'm putting in. This means the members can literally copy along. All work for the members is removed. So they make the exact same profits I do, and another upside is they don't have to do any work. They don't have to read white papers or read chart patterns. You know, just look at these 26 coins. If people have just thrown in $100 into those 26 and sat on them for a year and a half, they'd have made over 120 grand. So it's the exact same premise, except you're just running through my site. So if that sounds good to you, go to copymycrypto.com. Read through the site. Everything on the site is public record, so you can verify everything that you read. If you like what you see, if you like what you're hearing about me calling out Phantom is such a great investment when no one was talking about it, and if you like, the fact that I tried to get people out of a DeFi protocol that failed, then guys, you should join me there. And that is it from me. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.